Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Courtney Marie here, and I came to start a YouTube because I think I've been guided, like intuitively guided, to start a channel about healing the mind, body, soul, just like on I kind of want to say linear, but linear, it's not always true. Like healing is not linear, you guys. It's up and down, up and down, dark and light. You know, a little background. I'm 39 years old, 4 children, in a separation from my husband. I hate to, but that's a part of my healing also. So, I guess I'm trying to get back on track. And when I was saying that, I saw 111 on the phone. But just trying to get back on track with my life and who I am as a person, as an individual, I want to say. So, I don't know. I've been like, Spirit been like talking and saying, start a YouTube, start a YouTube. But it's like, a YouTube, because I'm not a camera ready person. I'm always critiquing and, so self-esteem has been an issue with me for a long time, you know. I don't know. I just want to kind of like document some things, like, just because I'm a regular person, and I just want people to see that they're not alone and that it can be done. I wish I would have started from when, like, when I first separated from from him. I don't even really want to say my husband, but when I first separated from him, because that was like that was a hard time for me, I was broken, like, and where I am today is, I'm nowhere near where I used to be almost a year ago, because it'll be a year coming up next month, and I wish I would have started from there. And at the least, that's what I want to say now, because that time right there was horrible, And I feel so much better. But I'm still trying, like, at this point in my life, I am trying to pick up the pieces and I'm still learning who I am and what I want, I just want to rebuild myself, because like, I've been on my spiritual journey for some years now, probably since like 2014, 15, maybe 15 or 16, somewhere around there. And I did a good amount of healing at that time, because I was kind of like staying to myself, really like focusing on myself. And at this point, I feel like I'm at another awakening period, because it's like, okay, it's time to put you first and deal with you, So that's where I am right now in my life, like, about to go through this divorce, So at this point, I just want to kind of like put myself first, because I'm the type of person that just gives and gives and gives until I have nothing left, nothing to even give myself, And I don't want to be that person. Like, I want to fill my cup first, and if people are worthy, then they'll catch the overflow. 444 was on the screen, but they'll catch the overflow, And that's what I want it to be now. I want it to be just like, okay, it's about me, which it is, And I felt like, you know, me going through a cycle. I went through a cycle, a cycle that I've been through already with the same person that I got married to. So it's like, okay, I feel like God had to spin a block. I'm like, all right, let's see if you really learn, you know. And this time I did. I've learned, you know, I've learned a lot. Like this past year, I don't want to say I lost anybody because I don't feel like I lost anyone, you know. But so many people fell away. It was crazy because I noticed that, you know, I chose me in that time. And uh I've noticed that, you know, people take advantage of that, you know, like that you're always there, you know, like, and it's almost like an expectancy, like, yeah, you know, they coming, oh, they here, you know what I'm saying, they ain't going nowhere. But like, it was a lesson for me deep down that I needed to choose me, you know. And I knew I shouldn't have went backwards. Like a part of, like this now today, I know I'm not going backwards. I don't want to deal with anybody I've dealt with, you know. So, and on another note, like another part of healing is um it's so hard to heal to me anyway. I don't know about other people, but to me it's been so hard trying to heal this, you know, because it's like I get a lot of intrusive thoughts. Half the time I feel like they're not for me, you know. But it's like they're overwhelming. So I feel like I'm very intuitive. Like I feel like I pick up on a lot, and sometimes I don't know how to handle it. Uh, Sometimes I don't know how to decipher. So I'm still working on that. So that's another part of a journey that I want to, another part of my journey that I want to share with people. Um, Also get my eating together. Like uh, when I first started eating healthy was maybe 2017. I had picked up on the Dr. Sabi thing, the diet, and you know, and I did so well, so well. But you know, I started inviting people in my life again, and usually when I do that, I tend to put myself on a back burner. So that's why I'm like, I wouldn't say I'm really at square one. Maybe I'm at square two. But I I was doing so well. You know, I had did a like I was really strictly plant based. Uh, but then getting back to like I feel like I don't do well in relationships, you know, because I forget about me. But I was doing well on that, you know, and then getting back into a relationship that made me stray away so bad from what I needed to be doing. So I feel like that's why a lesson had to come up, you know, because life is lessons, really. Life is about learning, you know, uh, and God, you know, the Most High, whatever you want to call that higher power, you know. I feel like, especially for the ones that God knows, like, oh, I know you're too strong for this. I know you're too strong to be doing what you're doing. I know you're supposed to be on a better path, uh, you know, and you keep fighting the process and it just makes it worse, you know, like a lot of things. I had got myself together, uh, credit wise. You know, I was on a good financial path, I would say, you know. And then I took a hold of the worldly things, you know. And that made me stray away from my path, and it's like, you know, God pulled me back, and that's why I am where I am today, just being with myself. Like, I'm at the point where I'm not even ready to commit to anybody, you know, but I want to be fully there for myself and learn how to do for me before I can do for someone else. Because, I mean, how can you pour from an empty cup? You can't do that. That's impossible. So you really do have to take care of you first. I mean, it being selfish. And when I say selfish, I mean capital S, capital E, capital L, capital F. Selfish. Be selfish with you. You know, like, a lot of people are selfish on another level. I don't really know how to put it, but you know, but be selfish with you. I mean, you gotta learn. You gotta ask for discernment in a lot of things, and sometimes, like, we know, you know, and this is just like all around, just not just a relationship, just everything, period, that entails life. Like, you'll get a nudge that says or you gonna feel it, you know. And I had a lot of and I still went about, and that's why I'm where I am today, you know, or where I was a year ago, broken, you know. But we're past that, you know. Like, I'm at a point where I'm still learning how to forgive. I never forget anything, but I'm learning how to forgive and just be like, you know, everybody is their own individual, and you gotta lose attachments, and just know that people are gonna be who they are, you know, because the disappointments come with expectations, and we gotta stop that too. And losing attachments to people, because you don't own anybody either, you know. I think that's why I'll never get married again, because technically I don't give a damn about the paper or whatever. You don't own that person. That person is going to be there or be there wherever they want to be. You know what I'm saying? You know, so you don't own anybody, you know. I want to show you guys how I'm changing my eating. Well, yesterday, not yesterday, day before, I weighed myself. I was 197.7. When I first started my weight loss journey, I told myself that I had started at maybe like I'm gonna say 230 or 240 was my highest that I weighed myself. But I knew I was bigger than that, so I knew I probably weighed much more then. But that kind of sent me into the spiraling depression. But when I got back up, I actually started working on myself, and my lowest weight that I got to was like 175, you know. But now here we are again. I let a lot of things get in my way and in my path, and now we're here to where I want to get that back in order. Because it's really not about people. It's about me and wanting to feel good about myself. Because I kind of still, I don't know, 14 was up there. But I still kind of feel like I have self-esteem issues also. Especially after going through what I just went through. Because it's like, you know, like not that we should do this, but you question, you know, damn, I don't look good, or I don't, you know, but it starts with you. You got to feel good about yourself. Fuck what other people think or feel about you, you know, especially if you're doing the right thing for the right reasons. I'm gonna say, you know, like, don't worry about it, because people gonna have something to say regardless. But Depends on what you're doing. Okay. Yeah, but like I say, I'm starting at 197 now. I want to use this platform as a way of accountability also, so I can kind of stay like, because I've been telling myself for the longest, for probably the past 2 years, that I'm gonna get back on track, and I haven't gotten back on track yet, and I don't like it, you know. Because I used to have so much motivation. Like, maybe another video, I'll insert some pics of before and afters when I did do some things, you know, and got to where crazy thing is, like, dealing with body dysmorphia, you know. Because I had got down to that 175, and I still didn't feel like I looked good. You know, people was telling me, yeah, but that's why I'm like, oh, it's time to heal this. It's time to heal the mental. You can't, actually, I do need to work on my mental first, because you can't do anything else without thinking clearly, because it's going to, you know, mess up the path for everything else, because you're not thinking clearly where you really need to be. So my goal is to get back on 100% plant-based diet, all water, exercise at least 3 to 4 times a week, and just also I want to start yoga. You know, I do want to start yoga. I just want to be more mindful. Like lately I